Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to the third match in this Modern Competitive League. We're currently 1-1. We kind of had a disheartening loss in the mirror match last round, but we're hoping that we can turn it around and jump right back up to 2-1. So let's see here, our opponent is likely going to be on the play. Let's take a look at our hand here. No black mana. If we had black mana, this is a snap keep, but we still have Delver, we have Thought Scour, and we have two grindy cards here. So I think this is a keep. We lack a bit of interaction, but I'm hoping that we can get there with our, maybe draw into something with Thought Scour, apply pressure with Delver of Secrets. Alright, let's see what our opponent is up to here. Basic Island, Serum Visions. Dear God, is this another blue mirror? These Delve threats would be great if I had a black source. Alright. Let's see what our opponent is working with here. Scalding Tarn. Blood Crypt. Lightning Bolt. This feels like last game. Oh, sure. Alright, so it's blue-red. Could still be Grixis. Let's go bottom top. See if we can flip Delver, apply some pressure. Nope, not quite. But that's not a bad draw, as long as we don't run into like a, I don't know, Anger of the Gods or something. Let's go ahead and shock. We're shocking because in case we draw a black source, we want to be able to K-command next turn. Flooded Strand. Whoops. We'll go ahead and Thought Scour ourselves. Our opponent will probably make some sort of move here. Probably like, this could be Jeskai. Do like Lightning Helix or something. Yep. And we don't have the snare for it anyways, so I don't feel that bad. Mana Leak is not a bad pickup. We don't want to reveal it, but that is a pretty good draw. The question is, do we want to do it on draw step? I think so. See what our opponent's working with here. Remand. Okay. That's fine. Just drawing out the game. Hopefully we can flip Delver. This is probably Jeskai Saheeli. Mana Leak might be good. Man, a lot of Serum Visions. A lot of fixing. If we had a black source, we would feel really good right now. What was that? That was bottom. That's a good sign, I guess. Can we flip Delver? Yes. Not how we want to, but... I think we say okay to this Path to Exile. You can get a black source, and I'm not sure that's what we want to fight over, because they could land on the Nahiri eventually. And now, running out Click here will let us see what our opponent's working with, and hopefully resolve a Delve threat next turn. Oh my God. I am so sorry, opponent. Jeez. Those were all lands. Ouch. Alright, let's go ahead and attack here. We'll keep up Mana Leak, just in case they like top deck Nahiri or something. Of course, if they get like a Supreme Verdict, that's also one thing. But I found Jeskai decks lately run less and less effects like those. Spellskite. Oh, this could be Saheeli. This could be Jeskai Saheeli to protect the combo. We'll go ahead and we do have K Command, and Snare could protect us against like Snapcaster Mage Path to Exile. I think we still want to just keep up the aggression here. Put our opponent on a bit of a clock here. Let's see, can we can actually go Gurmag Angler here and present lethal, all while keeping up Mana Leak. Now you might think we're putting all our eggs in one basket. I don't think Jeskai Saheeli plays any main board sweepers. I'm pretty sure they still have 2 lands plus Unknown in hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Snapcaster Mage, sure. They'll go Path to Exile. That's a reason maybe we should have kept the Snare. Say okay. Say yes. Get the last land from our deck. Interesting. Snapcaster Mage without a graveyard. Would you look at that? Okay. We can't kill him quite yet. So we'll just go ahead and attack here. We could have K-commanded the Snapcaster and they would have been at 1. Oh, they would have been at... Oh yeah, we could have killed him. I apologize. I forgot we had 2 K-commands. Alright, let's begin combat. And we'll just go for it. V-click. We could... Alright, we'll say... Okay. And we'll do discard damage. And that should close up the game here. Alright. So I think it's Jeskai Saheeli. I mean, I'm not sure what decks I've seen that play Spellskite main deck. I mean, it could just be like a concession to some aggressive decks out there, but I don't think so. So of course we bring in Dispels, Counter Squall Fulminator, Painful Truth, because the games get into a pretty big grind. What cards aren't good in this matchup? Collective Brutality is pretty weak. Mana Leak is actually not that bad. We might want to side out Delvers, because they do have a lot of removal. We probably want to side out a few Fatal Pushes as well. Spell Snares are good. Yeah, let's actually cut all the Fatal Pushes. And I think we still want to remain aggressive with our threats. I mean, they do have Lightning Bolts. Maybe we should trim down on 2 and run something like this. Yeah, I think this is a fine setup. Because like we said, they do have a lot of bolts. We don't want to necessarily get a hand full of Delvers and then they go bolt, snap bolt into oblivion. We'll go ahead and mulligan because we have no lands. His hand's a little better. K-command, the games get grindy. I think that's a keep. The thing is, it depends. They might be the Spreading Seas version, so we just have to be careful that they don't cut us off our sources of mana. So I don't mind if they, of course, Spreading Seas an island, because that just is a 2-mana cantrip. But we'll Thought Scour end of turn here. Alright. Go ahead and Thought Scour ourselves. A lot of lands, but that's not necessarily a bad thing in the control mirrors. So, I think we're okay. With that said, Path to Exile decks are never a particularly good matchup. For Grixis, sometimes, but let's see what our opponent opts to do here. If our opponent goes for like Serum Visions here and like doesn't have a land, there's an argument for like mana leaking the Serum Visions. Rest in peace. I think we fight over that. That's pretty good. And we want to get Steam Vents because we want to be able to Painful Truth next turn. Does our opponent's got a land. Okay, so another argument choice here. Do we go for the Tasker or the Painful Truth? I say let's go for the Painful Truths. Let's get some card advantage. This game could go long. And if they run out another Rest in Peace, sure, we'll get punished that way. But now we have Dispel, Thought Scour, Spreading Seas, sure. Yeah, so this is the Spreading Seas Jeskai Saheeli version. Alright, Lightning Bolt. Maybe I should have... no, Lightning Bolt is good for breaking up the combo. So no, definitely don't cut the Lightning Bolts. Let's see. That's one of our black sources. This is our only other black source. So we do need to be careful from Spreading Seas. Let's go ahead and shock. Let's keep Spell Snare in the graveyard because I think that's the most relevant spell. We'll go ahead and play a Delver of Secrets as well. And that means we can fight over one Path to Exile. Of course, if they get another one, like Snapcaster Mage, we don't have the snare, unfortunately. Okay, no Helix, so I don't think we're not fighting over a Lightning Helix, that's for sure. The thing is though, like if they're gonna take time to like Spreading Seas or other black source, I don't mind that too much. Feldar Guardian, sure. Can bounce their land. Oh, right, Spreading Seas. And then it just draws them a card. Yep. Not bad, not bad. Yep. Alright, so let's set a stop on our upkeep in case we want to mill the top card of our deck with Delver, with Thought Scour. We don't actually want to mill that. That's a pretty good draw. Alright, so here, let's just get aggressive. There's no reason to hold back anything. Let's go ahead and fetch up an island here. We'll go Serum Visions. Swamp isn't bad. The problem now becomes if they go Spreading Seas Saheeli, because we didn't fetch another red source here. That was kind of an oversight on my part. Yeah. Hopefully we don't get punished for that too much. But it would be pretty gutsy to see that line, as if I don't have any other counter spells. And we can always thought scour ourselves, try to look for like a counter squall or something like that. Alright, there we go, land. One, two, three. Saheeli it is. Alright, I think, okay, so when they make a copy, it'll come in, it'll retarget Saheeli. When it targets Saheeli again, that's when we Lightning Bolt. Alright, we get smacked here for 1. We'll thought scour ourselves. Let's just try to get something going here. It's a whole lot of nothing. That's what I see. Alright. What are we gonna need more? A black source or a red source? We kinda need both. We'll play the Delta. And we will continue to get aggressive here. And our opponent blocks. That's a great sign. Kinda tells me that they might be sitting on a bunch of like remands or something. Alright, opponent goes down to 7. Supreme Verdict. Well, aren't you special? Alright. How much mana do we have? We could activate Tassiger in response. I think say okay. Let's see, we will return Tassiger, make him discard a card. Let's see, what are they discarding? Spell Snare. Snapcaster Mage is not a bad draw. Not a bad draw at all. So we want to keep Spell Snare. Get out Thought Scour, get rid of Delver, and Serum Vision. Run out this other Tassiger. And now we still have Dispel backup for Path to Exile. We have Snap Snare. So we got a lot of stuff to work with here. We kind of know our opponent is, maybe sitting on gas. Like maybe a bunch of Lightning Bolts, a bunch of Snapcasters. Like they could go Snap, Verdict. But we're not doing too bad. Alright, so I think we fight over that. Tassiger is an important threat. If they have a Snapcaster Mage, we will attempt to spell Snare. Feldar Guardian. Sure. Yep, they'll go ahead and draw a card here. And they're done. So now we can just activate Tasigur, because there's nothing they can really do for 1 red mana. And now we'll get back action. I mean, probably Serum Visions will get cut here, or we'll get back, but that's still card advantage. And now I'm just going to go ahead and attack, because if they don't block, we win. They block, they saw the line. Bottom, top, and now we're sitting with a lot of ways to interact here. Lightning Bolt to the face. Sure. Another Verdict. Say okay. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have enough mana for end of turn Vendilion Click with Dispel backup. And then we can see what our opponent is working with, and we can decide if we want to run out Snapcaster Bolt for the win. And it looks like we have the win here, so let's go ahead and get Snapcaster Mage. We'll target Spell Snare. Let's make sure to do this correctly. Target our opponent. Let's just see what they're working with. No. And we have the win. Just gotta actually attack here. Get our opponent down to 2. Snapcaster Mage. Lightning Bolt. And we're up a game against Jeskai Saheeli. So this is a cool, interesting deck that's making its way into Modern. It's actually not bad. I don't know if I like it more than the Hiri, especially because the combo just dies to Bolt. But I'm a big fan of Jeskai colors in general, so I'm glad to see some innovation going on. All right, but we're up a game. We're 2-1 in this Modern Competitive League, and stay tuned for the 4th match.